I think it's we all the artists, I think naturally we have a sense of connection to what is absolutely necessary and how to influence people in the right way, subliminally, not. And music is such a great tool for that. Though I don't do that every time. In this case, I actually started an album with my sisters a couple of years back called Rasayana Rojakal, Chemical Roses, whatever it's called. And during that, I discovered many things that we could do at a point of view from a woman. I was discussing with my sisters, Rehana, Nishrat, and then when he showed me Ladli, I felt this is not a simple song. It's not a lullaby. It's something very powerful. So my interpretation for his lyrics were these. And then the perfect thing for Vogue Empower, I felt. And they seem to like the video too. They're smiling.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, I have one question for you. It's been 7 years, for your journey, like with Vogue, So I want to ask you that what made you come up with this whole initiative, Vogue Empower, and where and how the idea originated?
I'm sorry, I didn't know your name.
I'm Atya.
Atya. Atya, actually, as a woman and a woman living in India, it's very hard to wake up every morning and to not be aware of what's happening around us. Domestic violence is just one form of gender inequality and violation of rights. There are many voices that go unheard. There are many troubles that women go through that are not brought to the front page or even the second page of a newspaper. All that's brought to our light are the atrocities, the physical atrocities. That sort of was a trigger for us. It happened more and more, and we kept reading about it. And as an office which is predominantly filled with women, it wasn't something that escaped us. It sort of stayed with us. And then comes the next obvious question, which is, what can we do as a brand? What can we do as women? What can we do as individuals? Sometimes giving money is the easiest part. I don't know if you understand that, but what was important was to use the influence, the reach, and the power of the brand Vogue to be able to raise awareness on issues pertaining to women and women's empowerment. Early on, there were some quick learnings for us that empowerment is not something that affects only women that live in rural India. It's as much an urban dilemma as it is rural. Secondly, empowerment is not about escaping domestic abuse. It's about being the mistress of your own universe, making your own choices, being able to pursue happiness on your own terms. So the net was definitely far wider, which is why we felt that as a brand that did have a certain reach, that did have a voice, we wanted to take this intent and marry it with the content of the magazine. So thus started our journey towards Vogue Empower. We started off very small. I still remember our first pledge maker was Sudha Murthy. When we met her, within half an hour, she told my features editor that she was happy to give us money towards a charity that supports cervical cancer. So we knew that we had hit the right note, and we weren't the only ones thinking this way. Slowly, this entire galaxy grew, and we had about 180 people who came on board to help us in a way, big or small.
Yeah. Hello, good evening to all. This is for Kapil Sibal. Yeah. आपसे पूछना था कि औरतों के खिलाफ जो औरतों के साथ जो क्राइम हो रहे हैं, तो क्या सलूशन है उस क्राइम को स्टॉप करने के लिए?
ऐसा सच्चाई तो ये है कि सलूशन मैं और आप हैं। मैं क्यों इसलिए ये कहता हूं, क्योंकि जब तक जो पुरुष लोग हैं वो अपनी मानसिकता और सोच नहीं बदलेंगे, तब तक ये जो हम संघर्ष कर रहे हैं वो शिखर तक नहीं पहुंचेगा। समाज में जो अत्याचार हो रहा है वो कौन करता है? हम लोग करते हैं, पुरुष लोग करते हैं। क्योंकि हम जो अहमियत एक महिला को मिलना चाहिए, एक लाडली को मिलना चाहिए, वो अहमियत हम नहीं देते। घर में नहीं देते, घर के बाहर नहीं देते, दफ्तरों में नहीं देते और अपने घर के आंगन में नहीं देते। और इसके पीछे जो दोष है वो पुरुष लोगों का है, उनकी मानसिकता और उनकी सोच का। और जब तक पुरुष अपनी सोच नहीं बदलेगा, समाज भी नहीं बदलेगा। सॉल्यूशन मैं और आप हैं।
Mr. Rahman, जितने भी लाडले हैं और लाडली हैं वो आपके गीतों को पसंद करते हैं, उन पे झूमते हैं, थिरकते हैं। खुद के लाडले जो लाडली हैं, आपकी 2 बच्चियां हैं, वो कितना पसंद करती हैं आपके गीतों को, और कौन से उनके फेवरेट तराने हैं जो अक्सर गुनगुनाती हैं? आप तो मिलना आपका बहुत मुश्किल होता होगा, आप इतने काम में बिजी होते हैं। आपकी लाडली आपके किन गीतों को पसंद करती हैं?
My kids, they've not seen it yet. But I'm sure that my wife just called up and she said she loved the video. And she just an hour back. Because we finished it last night, as usual.
Okay. Yeah, Sibbal Saab, we're here. Quite fabulous video and quite enchanting lines from you. Really great to watch. मैं आपसे ये जानना चाहूँगा, एक बार फिर जब आप और रहमान साहब आप आए हैं तो काफ़ी रौनक आ गई है महफिल में। हम ये जानना चाहते हैं आपसे कि और कौन कौन सी रौनकें हैं जो आप जिनसे आप हमें आगे रूबरू कराने वाले हैं?
अब देखिए, वो इस एल्बम में 7 गाने हैं, 7 लिरिक्स हैं जिसका म्यूजिक रहमान साहब ने दिया है। तो पहले तो मैं चाहूँगा कि आप लोग वो 7 गाने सुने, और हर एक गाने का एक अपना ही मकसद है, अपनी ही सोच है, उसके पीछे एक नई सोच। कुछ लव सॉन्ग्स हैं, कुछ सूफियाना भी उसमें है। तो आपको पहले तो वो पसंद आएगा, और अब मैं सोचूंगा कि जब रहमान साहब से अगला मेरा रिश्ता ये आगे बढ़ता रहे कि अंग्रेजी में भी कुछ हम करके दिखाएं, क्योंकि अभी तो हमने हिंदी में किया है, तो हम चाहेंगे कि अंग्रेजी में भी कुछ एक एल्बम बनाएं रहमान साहब के साथ। उनके साथ बात करेंगे और आपके साथ भी उसके बाद बात होगी।
हेलो, मेरा
Only this song. Okay. Other songs have been sung by Shreya Ghoshal, Chitra ji, and a new singer called Janita Gandhi. Then me, Mohit Chauhan. And then we have Sweta Pandit and Jyoti who recite the poetry.
When do you plan to release the entire album?
Today. Today it's out of iTunes, finally.
हाँ, मैं पूछ रहा हूँ। मेरा सवाल सिब्बल सर से। सर, जिया